Have you ever asked yourself why you do what you do? It's a question that seems simple on the surface, yet dives deep into the essence of our existence. It's not about the what or the how, but the why. The why is the motive, the drive, the reason we shrug off the comforter and face the world, particularly when it feels like an uphill battle. Let's trade this discourse into a motivational speech. You see, life never promised to be a smooth ride. We weren't born with a silver spoon or a golden ticket. We all start from ground zero with our humble beginnings and limited resources. But we have something far more potent than materialistic wealth. We have a why. Our why is the desire to impact change, to mold a better world, not just for us but for others as well. We yearn to contribute something that makes a difference, that paves the way, resolves an issue, induces joy, or simply makes existence a tad bit easier for another soul. This is our why, our purpose, our raison d'etre. Our why fuels our passion. It is the accelerator for the sleepless nights, the early bird mornings, our relentless chase of the dream. It is the beacon amidst the obscurity of challenges, the lighthouse guiding us when gusts of doubt and uncertainty attempt to steer us astray. Challenges will indeed show up. We will encounter failure and setback after setback. But our why, our purpose, will remain unwavering. It won't just keep us afloat. It will make us surge forward, aim further, and ascend higher. It is our compass in the storm, our anchor in the tumultuous seas of life. Comprehending this why, this purpose, is not just important for our journey, it's indispensable. Is the bedrock on which we erect our success. It is the nucleus of our resilience, the genesis of our determination, and the fountainhead of our innovation. So the next time you find yourself doubting your path or facing an unassailable challenge, remember this. When the why is clear, the how becomes easier. What if you weren't afraid to fail? Imagine for a moment a world where fear of failure didn't exist. A world where each of us could pursue our dreams, our ideas, and our ambitions without the nagging doubt that stops us in our tracks. This fear, this dread of failure, is often the greatest barrier to success. And it's not the actual failure that's the issue, but the fear of it. Let's take a journey into the life of an individual who dared to face this fear. Meet Alex. Alex had a brilliant idea for a business, but was paralyzed by fear. The thought of failing, of losing everything, was a colossal mountain that seemed impossible to climb. But Alex made a choice to face the fear, to embrace the possibility of failure, and to take the leap. Alex started small, faced countless setbacks, and yes, experienced failure. But each failure was not a step backward, but a step forward. Because with each failure came a lesson, a piece of the puzzle that brought Alex closer to success. Failure became the greatest teacher, not a monster to be feared. Alex's fear of failure was indeed the biggest obstacle. But by facing it, by learning from it, Alex transformed that fear into a stepping stone towards success. The failures became lessons, the fear became motivation, and the dream became a reality. We all have an Alex within us, waiting to step out, to face the fear, to transform failures into stepping stones. The fear of failure is a powerful force, but it's not insurmountable. It's a wall, not a pit. It can be climbed over, broken down, and turned into a pathway to success. So, what if you weren't afraid to fail? What dreams would you chase? What ideas would you bring to life? What mountains would you climb? Remember, it's not the failure that stops us, but the fear of it. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. What if I told you that persistence is the key to entrepreneurial success? Let's delve into this idea a bit further. Picture this. You're a business person with a dream. You've got a vision, a plan, and the spirit to make it all happen. But along the way, you encounter setbacks. Your first product flops. Your second venture doesn't fare much better. The market is volatile and unforgiving, and it feels like every step forward is met with 2 steps back. So what do? Do you throw in the towel, admit defeat, and move on? Or do you dust yourself off, learn from your mistakes, and keep going? Thomas Edison, the great inventor, once said, "Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time." And he knew a thing or two about persistence. After all, it took him over 1,000 attempts to successfully invent the light bulb. If he had given up after his 10th, 100th, or even 500th failure, we might still be in the dark. The key here is that persistence is not just about stubbornly pushing forward. It's about learning, adapting, and growing with each setback. It's about viewing failure not as a dead end, but as a detour on the road to success. Take the story of Colonel Harlan Sanders. He was 65 when he started Kentucky Fried Chicken. Before that, he had tried and failed at a dozen different jobs. But he didn't let that stop him. He took his secret recipe, hit the road, and faced rejection after rejection until finally, a restaurant agreed to use his recipe. And the rest, as they say, is history. The lesson here is clear. Entrepreneurial success is not about never failing. It's about never giving up. It's about persistence. It's about the relentless pursuit of your vision, the unwavering belief in your dream, and the unyielding resolve to turn that dream into reality. So, remember, every setback, every failure, every obstacle is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to become stronger. Persistence guarantees that results are inevitable. In an ever-changing world, how adaptable are you? Adaptability is the heart of innovation, the soul of survival, and the essence of growth. In the world of business, it's not just a nice-to-have attribute, it's a must-have trait. As the winds of market trends shift and the tides of customer preferences turn, businesses must be quick to adjust their sails if they hope to keep afloat and thrive. Let me share a story with you. Once upon a time, there was a company named Blockbuster. A giant in the video rental industry, it was a household name. Yet, when the digital revolution swept in, Blockbuster clung to its old ways. It was a dinosaur, unwilling to evolve, and we all know how the story ends. On the other hand, let's consider the tale of Netflix. It began as a DVD delivery service, similar in many ways to Blockbuster. But unlike Blockbuster, Netflix saw the incoming tide of change and chose to ride it instead of being swept away. They pivoted, shifting their business model to focus on online streaming. And today they're a global powerhouse in the entertainment industry. What set Netflix apart? It was their adaptability. They recognized the change, embraced it, and turned it into an opportunity. They didn't just survive, they thrived. It's a testament to the power of adaptability. A lesson for all businesses out there. In this fast-paced, ever-evolving world, clinging to the old ways is a surefire recipe for stagnation. The key to survival and success is adaptability. It's about being flexible, being open to change, and being ready to pivot when the situation calls for it. It's about learning from the past, living in the present, and preparing for the future. Remember, it's not about how big you are or how smart you are. It's about how adaptable you are. As the great Charles Darwin once said, "It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent, it is the one most adaptable to change."